Hello everyone and welcome back to Love is Strange. It's been a while since I last played and I'm sorry for that, but this time we're going to do the Victoria route. So we're going to go to the courtyard and talk to her. At least oh no, that's Kate. Oh no, that is her. I head outside the dorms and see Kate sitting on a bench out the front lawn, sketchbook in hand. So in case you haven't seen a playthrough of this game before or don't know anything about it, it's a lot of reading. There's not really any gameplay, it's just reading and a couple of choices. Also, I don't know if you can hear the music because my volume is really specific and weird. I'm sorry, but up ahead I see Victoria focused on a bulletin board. I guess I do have time to chat. We're going to talk to Victoria. Victoria looks so focused on the message board. She's got her arms crossed like she's annoyed by what she's reading, but I'm not sure what it is she's looking at. I'm not doing voices. I scan my eyes over the board. There are flyers for club meetings, another plea about the cat pigs tablet, some stuff about global warming, the average Blackwell marquee. I don't usually go out of my way to talk to Victoria, but she might be the only other person who takes photography class as seriously as I do. It might be good to scope out what she thinks about today's surprise. Hey, Victoria. Victoria turns around and for a split second I see surprise in her face before it's replaced with a stern look. What do you want, Max? Her tone isn't totally hostile today. Guess that's something at least. Just wanted to say good morning, if that's okay. Victoria snorts and rolls her eyes. I wouldn't call it a good morning as long as you're around. Ouch, cold. Wait, seriously? I throw my hands up in defence, giving a huff of exasperation. I can't catch a break with I can't read today. I can't catch a break with Victoria, can I? Now, I'm not really a fan of enemies to lovers. I don't like it, but I think this has potential. Wow, nice burn. Let me go. I read that so bad. Nice burn. Let me go to the nurse and get myself an ice pack. Victoria crosses her arms with an impatient sigh and then gestures with her fingers. I can't read. Why did I choose to play this game right now? Really? What do you want? I glance back to the bulletin board and see a small flyer in the corner. It's an advertisement for a photography exhibition in Portland. I think I found what Victoria was looking at. Just wondering what you think Dogs got prepared for us today. You know, the surprise they mentioned last week. Victoria purses her lips and looks away for a second before turning back to me. I heard a rumour that it's another photo contest like last year. She sounds kind of tense about it. I suddenly remember how she'd placed second in the photo contest last year. She hadn't looked happy about it at all. I know she'd busted her ass on it. Even I have to admit that her submission was really good. I totally thought she'd win. I have a feeling she took losing a lot harder than she'd let on. If it is, good luck, Victoria. That's nice of us. That definitely wasn't the response Victoria was expecting. Her eyes widen, her mouth dropping open for a split second before she recovers. She's not scowling at me anymore, at least. Yeah, you too, Max. Oh, I wasn't expecting that either. We stand there for another moment. Neither of us seem to know what to say. Awkward. Victoria makes an irritated sound, finally breaking the silence. Look, I forgot to get back to figuring out my schedule for the week. Club meetings and shit. I'm pretty sure that wasn't what she was doing, but I'm not about to call her out on it. Yeah, of course. See you in class. She turns back to the bulletin board. Well, that could have definitely gone a lot worse. As far as encounters with Victoria Chase go, that was practically painless. Let's go back to the hallway. I don't want to talk to anyone else just yet. We'll go to class. Yep. Let's read our diary. See what she has to say about it. Okay, I don't think she's actually written anything yet. So, just skip a bit. We've seen all this in the past playthroughs. We're going to choose Victoria. Yes. I am about to do the dumbest thing I've ever done. As I get up from my desk, I feel my body turn stiff and robotic, like it's trying to protect me from the humiliation that I'm about to suffer by paralysing me, but I force my way through it. Come on, Max, just walk over to her. Just walk right on over to Victoria Chase, who could ruin your reputation with a single status on the social media of her choice. Victoria Chase, who is, in fact, incredibly talented and could help you produce something amazing, if only you could get her to treat you like a fellow human. I should seriously turn my ass right back around and sit down, but I keep walking. Victoria only seems to notice me once I'm standing right above her. Never one to settle for being anybody's feet, she immediately pushes her chair back, stands, and then kind of looms. I think I just shot a brick. What's up, sour grapes? Yep, this was a hella bad idea. Oh, hella. She's clearly been hanging out with Chloe too much. I try not to look like I've just made a huge mistake. Oh, so clever. I take it you'll be entering. Yeah? I'm stalling for time, thinking about changing my mind. Victoria's looking at me expectantly. She can really make people feel like they're nothing with just one look. That's what sparks the determination in me. I feel bold for a moment and I grasp onto it before it slips away. Here goes nothing. I want to work with you. Her face. Victoria looks stunned. Her expression is so satisfying. Excusez-moi? I talk fast before my bravado disappears entirely. Oh god, okay. I can't talk fast. We both take photography way seriously. We both came to Blackwell to work on our photos and get better, right? We're both into the same artists and the same eras, and I know you're practically an expert. I know we don't really see eye to eye, and your style is always completely opposite of mine, but I think we've got the best chance of winning if we work together. Will logic win her over? I have no idea. I haven't even fully thought out this insane desire to work with her. Her eyes narrow to slits. She's probably going to laugh in my face. I bet she wants this to be a her versus me competition. I hold my breath. Finally, she speaks slowly. You're not as dumb as you look. Thanks, I think. And then she sits down. I stare at her. Was that Victoria waves a hand at me, irritated. Come talk to me after class, okay? Get out of my face. I think that was a yes. We're interrupted by a dog trailing back to the front of the classroom and clearing their throat. Okay, I think we've seen this. Just as Victoria asked me to, I walk over to approach her. She takes her time gathering her books and ignoring my existence. I wait. Finally, she straightens and gives a sharp jerk of her head. Well, what are you waiting for? Oh. After giving Dog our names to the registration sheet, I rush to follow her to the door. We'll meet tomorrow morning at that tin bucket of a diner. I'll text to let you know the exact time. The 2 whales? Isn't that what I just said? No. Do you need my number? Victoria shoots me a withering look. Guess not. So she already has it. Huh. Maybe she's been asking about us. That's all. Be prepared tomorrow and do not be late. With a dismissive flick of her wrist, Victoria separates from me and takes long strides down the hall, her head held high. I watch her go. I can't believe that worked. What have I gotten myself into? Tuesday. Usually I feel totally at ease in this environment. In the middle of the frantic breakfast rush at 2 Whales, complete with an atmosphere so loud and varied it makes it hard to nod off. The diner is alight with a manner of different faces. Hungry truckers tapping their feet and banging their large fists against the counter, sleepy locals engaging in quiet conversation over steaming coffee mugs, families dabbing at the faces of their children, and the already overworked staff bumbling about with a speed and accuracy I sure wouldn't be able to accomplish without falling over. And it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. It seems way too loud for it to be that time, but that's the beauty of the morning rush, I guess. I swear Max never has class. She's never in class. Well, to be more accurate, it's only 9:58. I think there might actually be an explanation in this game as to why she never has class, but I don't remember it. I woke up this morning to a text from Victoria demanding to meet up at 10 a.m. or never. Checking my phone to make sure I have the time right, I drum my fingers against the table to burn off the excess energy from my nerves. If I were to be meeting up with Chloe, I wouldn't be nervous at all. Well, maybe a little nervous that she'd leave me waiting for way too long. I can't help the little smirk that overcomes my lips at the thought, because I know for a fact that she definitely would. She always tells me I'd better not be late, but she always is. It's fine though. I guess I've learned to deal with the wonky schedule of one Chloe Price. That's what you get when you pledge your loyalty to the captain. There's no room for me to be that upset. Being first mate isn't all it's cut out to be. Ugh, what's up with that look on your face? I jump in my seat at the sudden voice, and the smile dissolves quickly off my face. Victoria Chase is standing over my table, arms crossed and expression sour. I must have been so deep in my thoughts that I didn't even notice her come in, because she was thinking gay thoughts about Chloe. Even in Victoria's storyline, she's still super gay for Chloe. So much for preparing myself to deal with this. I looked down at my phone to check the time. 10 a.m. I don't know why I'm surprised. Of course she'd be as punctual as possible. When I pull my gaze off my phone, I realise that she's still made no effort to sit down. I can't help myself from thinking that she's probably trying to use that as some leverage over me. As if she doesn't have enough control over all of Blackwell. God, are you deaf or something? I asked you a question. That sparked some annoyance in the back of my mind, and I hurried to respond. Thinking of something? As much as I want to reply with something worse, I hold myself back and frown up at her. I was just thinking about something. Victoria raises a brow and then scoffs. It'd better be something about the project then. I can't keep myself from rolling my eyes, and she narrows her own eyes at me in response. Or maybe it's better if it's not. If I have to deal with you smiling like a total weirdo all the time, I might just go crazy. If she's that worried, her words definitely did the trick. There's nothing short of a frown on my face now. Very funny, Victoria. If it makes you feel better, it wasn't about the project. Victoria actually makes a noise of approval. Humph, good. I don't need you getting ahead of yourself. I don't really like the way she says that, like she's planning on being the driving force behind this whole thing. I was the one who asked her to help in the first place. Whatever, let's not waste any more time. Does that mean you're going to sit down? Victoria's eyebrow twitches at my assertion, and I can't stop myself from smiling smugly. I half expect her to say something. Instead, all she does is huff and tuck a lock of her hair behind her ear, sliding effortlessly into the seat. It's too early to deal with you, Caulfield. Too early? It's already 10 in the morning. I raise a brow at her. Even Chloe would have called me out earlier than this. Victoria shoots me a look and averts her gaze to one of the many waitresses passing by, as if that'll make them show up any faster. Some people actually need their beauty sleep. Some of us are already naturally beautiful. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it with how you look. Ouch, she's on a roll today. I cross my arms, watching her warily. She's just trying to, push down her feelings by insulting us. I think there's, a tsundere? I don't know. I don't know if that's the right thing. Seriously, if you were going to come here just to insult me, why did you even agree to work with me? Victoria pauses and then pinches the bridge of her nose. Don't flatter yourself. Before Victoria can finish her response, a waitress finally shows up to take her orders. Victoria, of course, wastes no time. Coffee. Black. She shoots me a look as if I'm the reason she's getting something so strong. I stand my ground, staring right back. For maybe a little too long, because Victoria clears her throat and gestures to the waitress. We don't have all fucking day, Caulfield. My ears burn and I avert my gaze. Just a coffee with bacon and eggs. Once the waitress pens down our orders and speeds away, the atmosphere feels just as tense as before. Victoria is extremely quiet, and I can't find the words to say. It always feels like talking to Victoria is like trying to avoid stepping on landmines. It almost makes me regret my decision a little, but I quickly dash that thought from my mind. I know why I picked Victoria to help me. I've seen her work before, and for someone so sour, she has a ton of talent. I guess I've always wondered why someone so talented has to be such a jerk. She has everything, so what does she get from tearing everyone down? I peek at her again, and catch her looking out the window instead of at me. There's this little furrow in her brow as if she's thinking about something. It's probably something about me. Or maybe she's thinking gay thoughts. Maybe she's questioning this decision just as much as I am. Hey Victoria, I struggle with the word decision a lot because I have a lisp and I can't say it. I always say decision. Well, that was actually correct, but you know. Hey Victoria. Even when I say it right, it probably still sounds really stupid in the recording. Victoria turns her head to look at me, brows still furrowed. As she opens her mouth to respond, our waitress comes by and drops off our drinks. Whatever she was going to say is swallowed up by her taking a hold of her coffee and taking a sip. I almost want to wince, imagining how bitter that was. A bitter drink for a bitter person. So, our project. Right. What do you have in... No. I feel like if we say that, it seems like we're kind of handing over the reins to her. Like, she wants to be in charge and dictate everything. And I don't want her to dictate everything. So we'll just say, do you have any ideas? I decide to take the safe route and start with something simple that Victoria can't possibly argue over. Do you have any... We both stop when the words pour out of our mouths at the same time, and Victoria seems momentarily surprised. She curls her lip down and brings her coffee up to them again, a little too quickly. I swear I see her grimace this time around, and I hunch my shoulders up a little, reaching for my cup. Well? Victoria can make anything sound like a demand, and that one word definitely proves that. Huh? I'm giving you permission to keep talking, so either you take it or you don't. Do you understand or not? Oh, I wasn't expecting that one at all. I thought Victoria would want to get her words in first, but she honestly looks a little embarrassed. I wonder if this is an attempt to be nice or not. I mean, we should probably figure out where we're going to shoot, right? Victoria hums in agreement at my words, seemingly placated for now. That's right. Since the focus is Arcadia Bay, it shouldn't be hard to find a suitable spot. Are you saying you know good places to shoot? She pauses and taps her fingers against the table. Of course, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to give you a chance to prove yourself. I can't help but snort a little, and Victoria shuts her eyes at that, annoyed again. At least that's what it looks like, but then she continues easily. As I was saying, I'd like to hear your opinion on the matter. I don't really believe that. Victoria's gaze zeroes in on me, and I instantly feel more than a little awkward underneath her judgmental eyes. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink because my throat's kind of hoarse. It makes me more nervous than it should, and I swallow dryly and reach for my coffee. In all actuality, I don't really know if I'm good enough for this. The fact that Victoria is asking my opinion is more than a bit intimidating. Whoops. I could think of a few, but I'm not sure don't. I wouldn't ask you your opinion if I didn't think you was somewhat competent. Victoria huffs, and I rub at the back of my neck. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I've got something in mind too, fortunately for you. Really? Victoria purses her lips, resting her elbow on the table and looking over me again. Yes, I do. Clean out those hipster ears of yours and you won't have to ask me dumb questions like that ever again. There's another pause, and then Victoria's looking out the window again, waving me off. Finish your food already, and then tell me what you want to do. It'd be a shame if I didn't give your amateur taste a chance. Words are hard. I'm so surprised that she's letting me take the reins that I almost do forget I have food in front of me, and I take the opportunity to nosh on it. I also take the opportunity to think hard about my decision. There's no way I'm going to argue about this. This isn't a chance that comes often. It might be a little bad, but I kind of expected her to take complete charge. So, spit it out already. Crap, can I go back? I'm gonna save. Save it here. You decide? Let's go with what you have in mind. Victoria, mid-sip, raises a brow at me. Yeah? Yeah, you said you had something in mind already, right? Victoria puts down her mug, straightening up a little in her seat. I did. I should have known Victoria would already have something in mind. She's honestly got a really amazing eye, so I can't help but feel way excited to see what she's picked. Okay, let's read the diary. October 8th. I'm still not really over the fact that I actually went and asked Victoria to partner with me for the contest. It could turn out to be the worst mistake of my life. To be honest, it probably will. But the rules say you can't change your partner once you've picked, so for better or worse, I'm stuck. Victoria showed me exactly what I was in for this morning at the Two Whales. She showed up and was bitchy right off the bat and steamrolled her way through our conversation. But despite that, the weird part? She actually wanted to know what I thought about everything. She seriously asked me for my opinion, and then actually seemed to want to hear it. I guess there's a first for everything, or this is an omen of the oncoming apocalypse. Okay, I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next part. Bye everyone.